Yeah. Microphone check, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what time it is, man. It's time for Smart Wave Radio. It's 8 o'clock, and it is indeed Tuesday. Did not even uh, realize. But yeah, so here we go, man. We about to get the show started. Smart Boy Beats, B. Thomas, and Agent M. Let's go. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Smart Wave Radio. Brain got blaps. What up, man? I see you. Everybody else check in the chat. Check in the chat. Let everybody know that you here for Smart Wave Radio, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Smart Wave Radio. I'm your host, Smart Boy Beats, and as always, I got my boy with me, B. Thomas. Holla at the folks, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. We back again for some more beats. We getting ready for first Tuesday next week, so definitely want to sit in some beats for that for sure.
Yeah, Brain got blaps already starting with the comments. Agent M is a doofus, and I hope he chokes on his food. Wow.
Nah.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta really like hate somebody to call him a doofus. That's
man. A doofus. That's big.
That's when them reach back insults. You gotta like take that from a scary movie and be like, yeah, you doofus. You feel me? But if this is your first time tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show for producers, artists, and songwriters. All right. Everybody gets recognized here, but during the month we like to play those beats. And on first Tuesday, which is next week, first Tuesday, man, we're going to be here. Well, not here. We'll be in person next week with the Missing Link. Shooting off first Tuesday, man. Pause. Yeah, doing first Tuesday from the Missing Link, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for a special rendition of first Tuesday tomorrow. That doesn't mean you can't still send your music in to me, because you know I'm going to get it on for you, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in next week with us. Tap in with Alex Noel. We're going to be live with the Missing Link next week, man. But before we get to that, I definitely want to shout out last week's Beat of the Week winner who's chilling with us. Carmen, what up, girl? Agent M, what's going on, man?
Shit, man. I'm chilling. Enjoyed the 3-day weekend. Although, as you were saying, wasn't long enough, unfortunately. But
it never.
Yeah, man. Happy to be back. It's kind of nice to start the week off with Smart Wave Radio. You know?
Yeah, man.
Feels like a Monday, but it's a Tuesday.
Feels official. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went back to work today, or they wrapping up work for the summer. If you have work of a specific variety, or you know what I'm saying, like or you probably didn't go to work today because you might have been hungover from yesterday. It might have been the thing. That might have been the thing. Carmen, what up? 803 in the building, what up? Man, what I need y'all to do is share this live, and I need y'all to tell every producer that's listening to this to share or to tap in. Well, hold on. I need every producer that's watching this right now to send me beats. All right, send me beats, smartboybeats.com/event/smartwave radio. And if you missed that, then you can just look at the bottom of where B circle is or B square is, and you can see where all of the info is. And it's scrolling down to you. It's scrolling down right now, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with that. And Agent M said it's dinner time over here, so obviously we're interrupting something. Agent M, what's good, man? What's up with you, bro?
And well, so I got me and Blacker Than Me. I submitted a couple tracks today for that. But we have a project. It's out right now exclusively on Bandcamp for the heads that want to, go and pay full price. Got an extra track on there that will not be on the DSPs. But if you want to wait and be a cheapskate, you can wait, and it'll be everywhere June 2nd, which is this Friday, if I did my planning correctly. But yeah, man, I'm excited for that because we've been working a lot together. And a lot of the idea with the project is obviously to showcase our stuff, but there's been a couple of tracks that have already gotten scooped up from some artists, which is kind of like the main idea, I think, with it. Like, we want to, have stuff that people can listen to and enjoy, and we think that they're, hold weight themselves. But the main purpose is to try to, get them to some bigger artists or people that, will pay a fair price for it, or move correctly with them. So people that are interested, those beats are technically open. A couple of them are. Something, like I said, it's a couple have been scooped up, but enjoy the project. If you feel like penning something to it, get in contact. Get your people to get in contact with our people.
Yes, sir. But is it so? Does Agent Black have a person that we contact? Agent Black has
probably be me. Or well, we'll see Ohio. Maybe I'll send people to Anna. She's she could be the.
There you go. There you go. They're gonna leave smiling if they talk to Anna. I'm telling you.
That's right.
Well, it might be good if you're trying to take their money, and it'll be a good distraction to just be like, nah,
that's right. They ain't take their money. It's an investment in that's investing in the art form before AI takes it over. Man, we got to get a few, but we got to get a few more dollars in this game.
But shoot, let's talk about that for a little bit before we get into this music, man. How do you, as a producer, feel about the future of producer music?
I hope I don't mind. I think that using AI to do certain things is cool, and I like the idea of it. But in the same way that streaming kind of just like came in and like was running buck wild for a while, and even still, it hasn't really. I mean, it's still kind of bullshit. There needs to be some rules set in place because there's a lot of it's already bad enough with people like stealing people's sounds and like even literally the other day I saw somebody post a video, and I'm not going to say who it is obviously, but post a video of them bobbing to a beat being like studio time, and it wasn't their beat, and they can pretend like they weren't like basically like because they were like air drumming to the beat.
Yeah.
And then but it wasn't their beat, and so like and so there's just a lot of weird stuff that's already going on, and now that you have AI and you've had people, you can't tell if people are dropping splice loops, and again everybody can do what they want to do. Yeah. I think that it just where I could see it being an issue is that when you have people that don't care about, I think like from creative to creative, there's going to be people that take advantage of it, but the people that don't care about the creatives are going to see this as like, oh, now I don't have to pay that producer to score this movie. I could just type in ChatGPT to program, an Adele type track that, sounds like Rihanna, and there you go. There's a cool movie score for me. Or, obviously it's not to that point yet, but it could be. I mean, it sounds like, we heard the Jay-Z thing where, or Timbaland getting the Biggie verse. Like, when is that okay? So we're going to be able to like, can I just write a Nipsey verse? Like, like that's not cool, man. Like you can't be, especially when you're dealing with people that aren't here anymore. I think there needs to be some rules put in place quickly.
Nah, man, I agree. I think there definitely needs to be a closer look at protection for people in the arts. But let's be 100 about it. The arts have always, and I do mean always, been under attack, and it's wild that the people that produce the art is always the first ones on the chopping block. Personally, I don't think anybody can tell the difference between splice loops, arcade loops, and whatever loops, unless you're involved in that community or involved in that pool of sound where like you recognize certain things. But I also want to put the onus on the real musicians to be the ones, especially the ones with power, to be the ones to step up and be like, no, this is how you're gonna know that it's a real person and not just a computer. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta remember too, the only thing that's allowing AI to progress or allowing intelligence and technology to progress is our input into it. And, I heard an ill AI rendition of a freestyle that somebody else, I want to say her name is RPM. I gotta look it up, RPM Jade or something like that. I gotta look it up again. But they took Beyonce's voice and put it on top of hers. You know what I mean? And it sounded like Beyonce was rapping the verse, and it was actually another black woman that did it. Black woman. But it was hard. It sounded dope, right? It was crazy. It was like, wow, if Beyonce actually rapped like that, it's over for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I heard somebody say it could be useful. And again, it's like as long as there's rules. But I don't know how because you could use it. Like imagine if you're trying to pitch a record to Beyonce, and you can have an art, a writer write, and then it would literally be Beyonce's. But it's still kind of weird.
Yeah,
but it's like
I'm not a fan.
It just seems too easy for it to be like, and we're already in a place where I feel like music, I mean, it's always been a business, right? But like, you have like the mainstream shit, and if that just, it already kind of seems kind of cookie cutter of like, like the top 10 is going to sound kind of have roughly the same chord progressions and things like that. And if we just go extra hard with it, and then it's everything, the top 10 is just all what algorithms say, and it's all going to be done digitally, and everything is just becomes a big algorithm. It's just going to be, I don't know, man. It sounds depressing, but who knows? I mean, we don't know how it could pan out. But that's what I say is like, I'm with like change, and I think there's a lot of cool stuff that could happen. But like, why? Yeah, again, like, why we don't need more? Like, we have plenty of people trying to be producers and artists. Why don't we get AI to like do the shitty jobs, or then like have somebody program the AI to do the shitty jobs and get paid better or something, like there's a lot. I feel like there's a better utility for it.
What's up for Bubba Got Beats in the building, man? I can tell you why. Because humans will always, and I do mean always, be lazy. Some humans, not every human. It's not a personal attack.
Even Timberland was making it easier to be lazy. He was supposed to be going to the app or something like you can like basically get a feature from like your favorite artist or something or get a collab with like your favorite producer by using the AI. I was like, man, that's crazy. Like,
right. And it is disheartening seeing like legends that you believe created things from scratch or came up with things from like inspiration or whatever. It's disheartening to see those people allegedly championing this software that can replace us. But here's always going to be the thing too, as long as we're in this capitalistic society, not to be like political or the conspiracy or whatever, but like let's
bring it all in, man.
Let's be real. Let's look at the facts. Let's look at what we're looking at. As long as music is able to be commodified, and as long as we're in a capitalist society, we're gonna always look for those things like that to make us money. People are using GPT to do literally everything, and it's not just GPT. Let's rewind back to stuff like Lenza. You know what I'm saying? Making everybody look like they were a Greek god. Let's go to the simplest thing, like this password automation that Google does now. Now you don't have to remember any passwords. Like, technology is making our lives.
But Google knows all your passwords, so don't fuck with Google. But I mean, they'll shut you off real quick.
Again, but it's always gonna be the user. It's always gonna be user influenced technology. It's not. It can, yes, develop on its own, but at some point it's gonna need to be fed. You know what I mean? But it's up to us as creators, I feel like, to make sure we are on the cutting edge of making sure humans still sound like humans, and humans are still being, and like do our due diligence, because it's stupid sometimes when I be seeing like people on Facebook and like some people that don't really know what they're looking for or listening for, just posting it and be like, see. It's like, no, take a second, step back, look at that picture real close. Why is it so smooth, and why does that lady have 17 fingers? That's not a real photo. All right, listen to it real close. Why does this recording have so many horrible artifacts in it? Why does this sound like they're slurring their words on the part of the song that's supposed to be just a producer tag? That's not a real song. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to take a lot of human effort to be, I guess, to like not just roll over and be like, oh man, nigga, take a job. It's like, nah, man, just do your job and be an advocate for pointing out what's real and what's not real. Speaking of what's real and what's not real, man, y'all keep talking about it in the comments too. Let me know what y'all think about what is happening in the world of music and AI right now. But let's get to somebody that we know is real, or maybe he uses AI to make his beats too.
I've been using AI beats for years.
Agent M, ladies and gentlemen, Agent M brought 2 AI beats with him today. We're gonna check them out. One is called Funky, and one is called No Idea. Did you name it No Idea because you have no idea who made it? Is that?
That's right. I just threw in the algorithm and it spit out something fire. But no, both those tracks are off the album that is out now on Bandcamp.
Hey.
For purchase or for streaming. I think they can stream on Bandcamp now too.
And I do want to say too, shout out to you guys for being advocates for yourself on a site like Bandcamp, where AI can't just put up somebody can't just use something false, because you do have to like actually fill stuff out. It actually has to be human input to put an album out on Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. It comes directly to us. I mean, you know, we're not expecting to, you know, make hand over fist here, but if y'all want to, you know, maybe get us some dinner for the night, that'd be cool. It's not too expensive. Got an exclusive track on there so that you're not going to hear when it comes out streaming. Yeah. But, you know, if nothing else, just do the free shit that, you know, if you don't want to spend money, it's all good. I get, you know, I get money's tight, but, you know, share it. If you like it, tell a friend. You know, we're just trying to get our, like I said, get our stuff out there, and you know, it's work I'm really proud of. You know, I collaborate with Sean a lot. You know, really good dude. You know, Grammy nominated. Throw the accolades out. Like, you know,
shout out Sean Hibbler, man. Shout out Blacker Than Me, man. He's a really, really dope dude. If y'all haven't met him or haven't had the opportunity to work with Blacker Than Me.
Yeah.
Which one you gonna get to first, man?
Doesn't matter, man. Let's do the Funky Right There's.
Ooh, that's the one I had.
Going down.
So you want to talk about this before we get into it?
This is one of the first ones that when we first started collaborating, was over, I think you were there. It was during the Panorama. We were doing some Zoom sessions, which were fun and stressful at the same time. But that was the first time that we collaborated, and you know, actually used a lot of tools. We still do Zoom collaboration sometimes, but this Funky Right There beat is, I think it's like the second one we made in person. We made 2 that night, and yeah, man, it just turned out really well. And I think from that point forward, that's when we kind of just realized we're like, yeah, we got to keep locking in and, you know, keep making stuff that we both enjoy. So we hope everybody else enjoys it as well.
Well, let's get to it right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Funky Right There, right here. Agent M, Blacker Than Me, Smart Wave Radio. Let's go. Let's go. Very nice and smooth. It felt like a black cookout. But have you been to a black cookout, Agent M?
Well, like, yeah, you know, I had to. Yeah. I've been to a few in my day.
Did you get there like, oh God, let's see what they're talking about now?
His food is seasoned. What's going on?
He had his first bowl of baked beans with hamburger meat in it, and it was like, right. That's where this beat came from.
No raisins in the potato salad.
Oh man, I knew that was a foul before even being exposed.
Well, hey man, shout out to you for knowing. This is funky, man. I like it. It does feel like a warm Sunday or Saturday afternoon when you're just, you know, dancing and grooving with your people. Speaking of just being outside and warm, I'm tripping. Ain't the sun supposed to set around like 8 something? Like it's
been staying out. It's
the sun been outside.
I'm here for it, man.
No, it's not even.
I think this is the last year of daylight savings time too, so we will no longer be able to change our clocks again.
Man, this crazy how like all this time they be like, you know what, y'all, let's just we ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do that no more.
Right. We good from going out.
Hey, no, don't touch
that's probably some like marketing decision. They're like, you know, we found the statistics that when they roll the clock back, people take more time off work. So this is actually going to be better for the average American household. Yeah. You know, some bullshit like that. You know,
keep the sun out more so they can spend more money.
Yeah. They don't need no darkness. Just turn the thing on. Just leave it on for another hour. Turn the thing on. Leave it on for another hour. They'll be all right. Turn the clock.
The weather machine. The other thing.
No, you put your hand on. Now it's gonna rain tomorrow. See, told you to just turn the sun on. That's it. That's all I need. You just turn the sun on. Nah, but for real though, the son act like he ain't got no kids. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's not inside yet. Yeah, man. Shout out to the homie Agent M. Let's get to the next one, bro. You want to talk about it before we get into it?
This is one, it's one we made, and just this is when we had an idea of that we were making, making a project. So we're just kind of making a bunch. It's all going to be in that lane. The idea is, again, stuff that people can listen to and enjoy, and it has enough going on where you can just groove to it if you're, just at a cookout, cleaning the house, whatever. You just want to listen to stuff, but also there's room for artists in case they want to hop on one of these tracks. So just another one of those feel good tracks, man.
Versatile beats in the building, folks. Yeah, artists definitely, if you listen to me, y'all make sure y'all tap in with Asian M and Blacker Than Me and get on these Grammy nominated beats, man. Let's get to the next one. This is No Idea right here on Smart Wave Radio. Blacker Than Me. Now that sound like offering music. Asian, have you ever been inside of a black church before?
I actually have not.
Oh man,
I have not. I've been, yeah. But I've been to.
Go to Sean's church. I'm guaranteed you'll hear where all of his inspiration comes from. You'll be like,
"There's that organ."
Sean, is this our album?
Little do I know that's what he wanted to create the album for. He's like,
right. You gonna hear the whole thing playing in church. You're gonna be like, what?
This is track 3.
That's track 3, the offering song. Nobody told me it was gonna be used for offering Jesus. Nah, man, this one feels good too, bro. This one feels good. So, hey, man, y'all make sure this is an endorsement from Smart Weed Radio, Asian and Blacker Than Me. Y'all can go back and cut this clip later on. We are currently listening to No Idea on Smart Wave Radio, so y'all make sure you go and copy it on Bandcamp. It's not free. It's not free. But listen to me. Go grab it. This shit fire. Yeah. Nah, this is dope, man. I like this, bro. So if this is what the preview is for the project as a whole, man, I know it's gonna be fire. And definitely shout out to both of y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all go support those boys, all right? So yeah, man. B, what you got on this one, dog?
Yeah, man, I love this one. I just want to ask, what did H&M contribute to the beat, and what did Sean?
So most of the melodic stuff is Sean. So we found out, there's times where I'll give maybe a melodic input of like, hey, what if you try this, or like give him an idea. But I usually do the drums and arrangement and mixing, and then he'll do. I mean, but we're both like, again, giving feedback. Like there's times where he'd be like, yo, like what if you switch the drums like this in the same way? So that's I think what makes it so cool is that we both feel very comfortable, like suggesting the thing that the other person's technically like doing or we're focusing on just to bounce ideas off of, and just and we have the same kind of feeling of where we want the end result to be. And that's why it was so easy. Like we didn't realize that when we first started making beats. Like, let's make something that sounds cool. And it just came together so easily. So that now it's super easy. When we sit down, we know we're gonna, if we have a couple hours, we'll make something pretty cool. So
yeah, man, I like that. It's like synergy between you two now. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's fire, man. Shout out to the homie Agent M and Blacker Than Me one more time, man. So without further ado, folks, we're gonna go ahead and hop into these beats. We got the homie Agent M hanging out with us to adjudicate the beats that you guys sit in. So we're gonna go ahead and get to them. Everybody that sent in joints, that sent in songs, I have them. TN, I got them. But I'm gonna make sure I save it for first Tuesday so we can get you a shot, give you the proper shine. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a short show tonight unless y'all send me some more joints in. I got joints from Beat Petite, Chris Tunes in the building. What up, Chris Tunes? I see you. And I got some joints from not Black Enemy. Brain got Blizz apps. So let's get to it right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna travel to Scotland with the lovely Beat Petite. This is Rusty Pedals and Pretty Pedals. Right here, Smart Wave Radio. Let's go.
You're gonna say exactly what I was gonna say. Bring that bad boy in earlier. Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's perfect because the drums come in with the and just it hits you with when it comes to that. But after like 8 bars of that, bring the bass in.
Damn.
I mean, because the bass it'd be perfect to like you're saying to fill it. That's the only thing that was missing for me. You know, if you wanted to get a little bit like super critical, like especially when you're using like a drum, pattern like that. Every once in a while, take the drums out for a second, right before 4-8 bars. Just before the next thing element comes in, just to give it a little impact, give it little drops, things like that. Take a snare out, take a kick out here and there, just to give it some variety. But besides that and the bass, exactly, yeah, like repeat hits. Just even if it's a loop, that you can manipulate the loops really easily by just chopping the waves and moving stuff around. I do that a lot. But yeah, I love that. I mean, it's a great feeling. It feels really good. Like I said, just the bass line is the only thing. And it sounded like I couldn't really hear it, but it sounded like it came in right as we switched. So yeah, just bring that in earlier, but that was fire. Nice work, Evan. Or Beat Petite.
Beat Town, what you got, man? That's our YouTube name. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, well, no need to beat her over the head with about the bass line, but besides that, I loved it. I'm actually make this one of my nominees for the night.
Yeah. Let me be Anna. Let me get this in. Let me play with the bass line, please. Oh, actually, I ain't gonna ask for permission. I'm gonna just download it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna send you a bass line because I like this, and the one that's in there isn't gonna do you justice. Yeah, I like this one. But yeah, shout out to Anna or Beat Petite with the first nom of the night, man. Let's get to another one by Beat Petite. Scotland in the building, kicking the show off correctly. Got one more from Beat Petite. This is Dove Me Gently right here, Smart Wave Radio. Let's go. 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 Yeah. That was Dub Me Gently right here, Smart Wave Radio, Beat Petite, Scotland in the building. Yeah, y'all drop the waves in the comments if y'all feeling it. What you got, B?
I was feeling that one. I was feeling the different sounds that she chose to use in that one. I definitely love a layered beat. So that was definitely a win right there. So I was feeling that one for Beat Petite. Sound like she got a 2 for 2.
Yeah, I got the twofer in the building. Brain Got Black said John Wick walked into the club.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, this definitely sounds like one of those moving scenes, like in a movie or something like that. I will say you can bring the bass wobble down a little bit and give your drums a little bit more space to exist, and maybe like a breakdown with a more like a synthy bass that'll give you like a rumble or something like that, and then like just a melody line. I think that's all it's missing is just a couple elements to really like give it some like direction, because like the feeling of it is there. And I do want to compliment you on like your volume levels this week too. I thought before like might have been a little bit soft or whatever, but like if you like mix these real well. I like how they're like I like the loudness of them, you know what I mean? But I think the balance of each individual sound could be worked on a little bit more. What you got, H&M?
Yeah, I was gonna say about the same. I mean, what Brain said is like exactly what I heard. Like, yeah, I some like club scene, like the lights are strobe lighting or whatever. He's like marking somebody through the crowd. Doing his little whatever, fucking people up. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think just a little bit more variety with like switching it up, like that bass, that like kind of grimy bass is cool, but maybe switching that out and let there be a little bit more of a smooth spot just to accentuate the different aspects. But yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it's like something that's
definitely variety, crazy, hitting us with two different vibes, which is dope.
Yeah, for sure. She said she loves music. She loves music because like I wasn't expecting her to go this way. My boy Andrew said I want this on my playlist yesterday. Hey, so Beat Petite, you're gonna have to get you a Bandcamp account and get to uploading your music on there so folks can have these joints to listen to.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Beat Petite one more time, man. Gotta always love the love that I get from Scotland, her mother's land, as I like to say. But let's keep it pushing, ladies and gentlemen. We got the homie Chris Tunes, West Memphis in the building with Concept. Smart Wave Radio. Let's go. Okay, y'all going left tonight. Yeah. One time, I thought. I was like, was that? What time for Chris Tunes, West Memphis in the building? I like what's happening here. I'm gonna let y'all talk first though. B, what you got, man?
As I say, I like the meat. As I always say, I like the meat and potatoes of that one. But I would definitely just want to add in a little bit more, just to fill in those empty spaces. There was a couple times where I was like, "Is that the end of the beat?" But it came back in. So yeah, that's all I would say about that one.
AJ, what you got, man?
Yeah, I would say, and for me, some of the drum sounds, I think maybe switching them out for something else that like cuts through, especially the snare a little bit better. But I mean, I like the bob of it and like the melody. There was like the kind of eerie, like I don't know if it was like a synth or something little to complement the bass sound. But yeah, just something. I think another Another couple things, like I don't know if it's I think another melody element, some just to, and then it's just switch out of the drum, some of the drum sounds, I think, or like maybe just tweaked a little bit. But that, I like the bop of it though.
Yeah, I like the bring the drums back that you had in the beginning as like a bridge or like a post chorus or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you get to the part where everything drops out, make that 2 bars instead of making it 4 bars or feeling like you got to go through the whole progression, because the dropout is so drastic that it's gonna lose people if you do it more than 2 bars. You feel me? Like, it definitely make this build up going into the hook right here. Definitely like go ham with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple more, like for here for sure. Definitely add a couple more layers and whatnot, because those drums are cutting. Definitely want to give you props for the drums cutting and the bass is cutting and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he did do what I was saying. Yeah, this is dope. But I will make the hook or the main like kind of part where the drums are kind of at the regular, I guess, regular timbre and not low pitch down or whatnot. I'll just keep those for 8 bars and then bring that section in for 2 or 4. But yeah, it's not a bad joint, man. It's not a bad joint. Let's get to the next one. Oh, was that nope. One more from the homie Chris Toombs, West Memphis in the building, man. Shout out to Tennessee. We about to get to it. This is called Destined for Greatness right here. Chris Toombs, Smart Wave Video. Let's go. Y'all drop the waves in the comments if you're feeling it.
Hey, Chris Toombs, this shit hard for real.
For the homie Chris Toombs with Destined for Greatness. I like that one, man. The only thing he at me was the tss on the end of the kick. I don't know what that is. But it's like some white noise on the end of the kick. And I thought, like, I get, right, you can use that and you can kind of like use that momentum to, if that white noise leads into another sound that maybe has some white noise attached to it, to kind of give that illusion of like sampled drums or something like that. So I get it, but for this specifically, because there's so much silence between the what happens with the kick and the yeah, wherever the where kick in the open hi hat and the snare or whatnot, I would chop that white noise off just so it's not there at all. Agent, what you got, man?
Yeah, I think it's the same kind of thing with the other one, because it's like it's hard to say, because it's like the vibe is really dope and I could hear artists like all over it.
Mm-hmm.
I think just a couple different, like for me, just the ear candy stuff. It kind of felt like, I mean, I'd be curious to your thoughts, but like the mix was like, it kind of felt like it was like in a container. I feel like if you had like some other sounds and it was able to spread the mix out a little bit, like, some maybe like a perk sound over here or something over here, would just kind of give it a little bit more I don't know, space.
Yeah, you want to pan the instruments more, just create some more space left and right with the sounds.
Yeah, just maybe, but even of like adding something else, because I feel like it's the same kind of thing as where I feel like if you added one, either whether it's like a melody or just like some percussive sounds or something, but just things that just give it a little bit of ear candy here and there. They kind because it has a lot of really good space, and I don't want to like take that up with too much stuff, but just that's why I like a little ideas of like a clink here, something there. I don't know. I like doing that shit in beats.
Brain Got Black said, not a bad idea, just needs a better execution. But who am I to say? Because my shit be crazy too. And he also said, reflective type joint. Homie, it's like my homie just passed and I miss him type vibes.
Yeah, that's great. That was emotional for sure.
Yeah, definitely emotional, man. So you got the vibe, Chris. I would just say do a little bit of, I would say too, do a little bit of working on your formatting as well. Because it's like the part that I'll be like, okay, here's the hook. It lasts for 2 bars and then go away. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's not the hook. You know what I'm saying? Just the way I was taught, you definitely want the hook to kind of like stand out and make somebody, even if you do got a verse in front of it or just got a little whatever in front of it, you definitely want to make the hook the like stand out part where like all of the stuff is happening, all the ear candy, all of the emotion is happening, and then you take all of that away. Yeah, man, I definitely like the vibes on this one, man. Shout out to the homie Chris Tunes. Let's keep pushing. We got one more producer for the night, man, and we're gonna call it. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all make sure y'all tell all of your friends, all your family to make sure they tune in next week for First Tuesday. All right, First Tuesday. We gonna be with the Missing Link, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for First Tuesday next week. We're gonna be with Alice Noel and the Missing Link. And but still sing your songs in, man, because y'all already know how he rock. If I don't get him in that night, I'm definitely gonna get him in the week after that. All right. Last but not least, big supporter of the show and kind of not even the security at the door. Well, he's the security at the door with a VIP section too. I don't know. This man all over the club, man. Shout out to the homie Brain Got Blaps with Money right here, Smart Wave Radio. Ooh, let's get to it. Black. That's what I mean by layers. Counter melody, layers, have my attention for a long time. Thought I was gonna be like, all right, cool, and then he hit me with another thing. So right there, I would have took all of that away. Personally, would have took all of it away. But he did take the bass out. No, he didn't. Yeah, I would have took all of it away right there. Like, yeah, this is hard though. I'm gonna do this to this. Mix is crazy, I know. I don't know, man. What y'all boys got to say about this one? B, what you got, man?
Yeah, man, I definitely like this one. I would say this one. It's gonna look like it's gonna be Brain versus Deep Petite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agent, what you got, man?
Yeah, I think the same. Especially I think Brain's, like the last couple of times I heard Brain's mixes have been on point. And I think you said this one's a little crazy. Like the kick drum sounded slightly muddy, but I mean beyond that it sounds solid. And like you said, the layers of it, like sometimes you think it's like, oh, it's one sound, there's like one melody going on, but it's like you can hear there's like the melody, then there's like a kind of a counter melody, and then the bass, and it fits together nicely, and it kind of came in. So yeah, man, I mess with it.
Yeah, anytime I say layers, I'm with Agent M on that. If I say layers, I don't mean just adding other instruments. I mean adding other layers that is gonna complement your main melody that we're picking out, because that's how I hear music. A lot of times when something is going on, it's either the bass line or like the main character of the beat that I kind of pick out as like, okay, that's the line I'm supposed to sing. That's the line that's like supposed to take me to it. And then like whatever goes on top of that, in the same key or in its relative is you like, you know, using those notes, using that scale to create something that's going against but still rolling with that main melody. So Brady's doing a great job of this right now. You can just kind of hear it. I would turn that calendar melody down a little bit, and like maybe widen it a little bit and bring your main melody in and widen the counter one. But it does sound good.
And it's a small thing, but I really like those hi-hats.
Yeah, for sure.
With the hi-hats were dancing.
Yes, sir. Those are fire. That was my other favorite part of the beat. Like you could have took everything else out and had the hi-hats and the kick and the snare or just the drum, and I would have liked it too. Shout out to the homie Brain. We got one more. We got Say Huh right here, Smart Wave Radio. Brain got Blaps. Seattle in the building. Let's go.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, kept my face stanky the whole time on purpose. Brain talk and a snare slapping folks in the face. This one hit me, definitely. B, what you got on this one, man?
2 for 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Him and BPT both came with a 2 for 2. I love everything about this beat. Like you said, his mixes is definitely gotten better. The transitions are crazy. He's layering his beats crazy. I love the vocal effect he had coming on at the end. I definitely looking for that. Like this, he's going in lately.
RC in the building. What's good, brother? Boombox in the building. What up, man? Anna said, what in the fudge stickles is fudging this brain? Stomping on my face like that. Hey, man. Adrian, what you got, bro?
Yeah, I like it. The only thing is a preference, and so I'm gonna preface this by saying is I just don't like these kind of basses. So like I would just be curious what it sounds like with like a rounder bass with like less high end and like grittiness. Just because it kind of, especially with the way the sample started with the beat, it kind of, I mean, which is maybe it's the purpose, is like take it left right off the bat. But I would be curious what it sounded like with a different bass patch, because I liked everything. I liked it a lot, but like it just that bass wasn't sitting well with me. But that is also just a preference. So
like I would like that effect, but a different, I guess, sound. Something with less high end in it, but more like more back end, more booty in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I do like those dubsteppy gritty basses, but I also like when they kind of complement with everything that's happening too. So maybe that same idea but a different sound that gives you a little bit more bottom but a lot less high end with the you know what I'm saying? More rumble, more booty in the back, more booty in the pants. Is what the song said? Dance too much booty.
Need
in the
that
pants.
thing banging.
Yeah, we need. It's Taylor Swift in right now. We need some Meg. Okay.
You see that?
Yo.
That's got it. That's Photoshop, right? Because she ain't that bad.
No, it is that bad. It is that bad. No offense to any white women out there, but that's the visual representation of what people that's what people are mad at. Just to go ahead and throw that out there. That's what There's literally nothing happening sometimes back there. Like, and Taylor Swift is a very tall and skinny white woman.
Right. Pancake.
Pancaker.
Ironing board.
Flat line. No life.
Yeah.
What else? Disc. Dinner plate. What? Open plane. Open like surface. You know, you ever seen a surface before?
Table.
A table. You know what I'm saying? What's some other flat things that we know?
Playing cards.
Line segment. Pack of gum. Orbit gum, not Hubba Bubba, because we know Hubba Bubba thick. We talking about a pack. Talking about a pack of extra or a pack of Hubba Bubba or something like that. Wrigley's, yeah. Sticker body. You know what I'm saying? I got a sticker right here. You know what I'm saying? Cool from the front, but if you turn it,
you know, you get to the side and the back. Woo.
You seen that episode of SpongeBob where he had the bully? You remember his name?
No.
Flats. That's what it's given. Flats. The flounder. Yeah.
Woo.
Hang. Bray said completed hangman body. I haven't had. Yeah. Envelope. What else? Yeah. It's not what. Don't get me wrong. It has nothing to do with the face, and a lot of times that's where they try to put the distract. That's why they. No. Her face is beautiful. Look at the beautiful eyes. And this is not an attack on women, or white women for that fact. This is me saying what's happening back there with a lot of people that just happen to land in the certain community that Taylor Swift happens to be.
Here's the thing, though, but that's an area again. And again, I don't. Anatomy is not like my strongest suit, but I think that you can work on that by hitting top class gyms if you're a world famous superstar.
You can get a BBL, you can get a trainer.
That too. I'm more for I'm more of a try to do the natural route.
There's
because we're about to have a generation of fucked up looking people in like 20 years, bro.
Yeah, I think I think
dragging shit around.
I think we're there. I think we hit that point. They might not be outside all the time in viewpoint of ours, but I think we're here. Y'all seen? Man, you can go. It's not even just in Walmart no more. Because I know in my small town, I used to see some things in Walmart. It's not in Walmart no more. You can just go outside, look around, and be like, "Oh, that's interesting. Why do they nose do that? Why they bottom lip do that? Why they ain't got no lips?
Why they surprised all the time?
Yeah, like why do they? Yeah, it look wild out here. It look wild out here in the field, man. But yeah, please. If you want a backside, you gotta do squats. You gotta do RDLs. You gotta come to
the south.
You gotta come to the south. You gotta just eat for a bit. Eat for a bit. Just like it go right from back to leg, and that's not back with a split in it. You don't want that. Nobody want that. Just hey man.
You gotta be real active if you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and that's for everybody. If you tired of your flat back, you don't like your physique, you don't gotta go to no gym. Eat a lot, eat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not bad stuff. Eat more protein, and before you go to bed, just hit about 10 of them. All right, hit 10 squats. Guarantee about a month. You might see a little thing thanging back there. All right, just
smart boy approved.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And when you get done, send up a prayer to the booty gods.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. That's
yeah. Send up a prayer to the booty gods.
Hey, like you said, post-it note. Credit card booty. Oh my god. Flat as a backwood. Oh my goodness. All right, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Smart Wave Radio. Honestly, I'll be for real. I don't even know why they did Taylor like that. Whoever took that picture knew what they was doing. And if it is edited, Photoshop, whatever it is. I feel
like it's edited, bro.
But if it is, honestly, bro, it's not too. you ain't ever heard any blog post of like, yo, Taylor got a Taylor thinging back there. You ain't ever heard. You ain't ever heard of that blonde hair white woman having a thinging back there. Let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. But yeah, ain't no hate on people without booties. All right, it's just a thing of like, there's a whole bunch of other drama surrounding that whole situation. But yeah, they knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing.
We're in the booty era, so it is more focused on nowadays. So if you're trying to stay in the conversation, you might.
Come on now, everybody on TikTok doing squats. Every trainer I go across on TikTok, that's the first thing they teach you is how to do squats. And everything I see peach emojis and all this stuff everywhere. Everybody got a million different ways to tell you how to grow your booty. You don't have to guess anymore. All right. This has been Ass Wave Radio, which hosts Smart Boy Peace. Yeah, man. So let's do it like this. So we gotta choose a beat of the week. We gotta choose who's gonna join us next time on Ass Wave Radio. So who y'all got for your nominees, man? I know Beat Petite's on the top.
I got Beat Petite's first one and Brain's first one.
All right. Who you got, B?
Same here.
Yes, sir. So let's do it like that, ladies and gentlemen. We got these two battling for Beat of the Week. Beat Petite, Scotland versus Brain Got Blaps in Seattle, man. So we said Beat Petite's first one?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock and let these two kind of battle it out. Let me see how long this intro is. Dang. I'm going to start it in the middle just so she has a fair chance. Right here, Smart Wave Radio, man. 30 seconds on the clock. Beat of the week. Beat Petite. Let's go. Pretty Pedals right here on Smart Wave Radio. And then last but not least, we're going with Brain second one, y'all said?
First one.
First one. And this is Money. Oh yeah, this was the one. With the homie Brain Got Blaps, Beat of the Week. Brain Got Blaps. Yeah. Brain Got Blaps with Money right here, Smart Wave Radio. Yeah. So, what y'all got, man?
It's tough because Anna came with the vibes and Brain came with the slap.
For sure. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all got for Beat of the Week as well on Ass Wave Radio.
Ass Wave. I'm trying not to smack this chicken right here, but
bro, eat your chicken, cuz.
I'm hungry, man.
Eat your chicken.
Brain make me feel, make me feel unprofessional.
Can't nobody make you feel no way, brother.
Hey, man.
Eat not for real. Eat your chicken, cause ain't nothing worse than cold fried chicken, unless you got an air fryer.
Oh,
Unless.
But yeah, who y'all got? B Petite says she going with Brain.
All right, I'm gonna go B Petite.
Who you going with, B?
should have them both. That'd be a good show.
We'll be here crying, man.
Right.
Got 2 for Brain already, 1 for Be Petite.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Be Petite.
Hey, okay, it's all tied up.
He's talking about eating on the show.
It sounds right to me, okay? It sounds right to me. But if I had to call it, then this is gonna be mine tonight. My winner for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Beat of the week winner for tonight is gonna be the homie Brain Got Blaps. This joint was hard. But yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in next week for a live episode of Smart Wave Radio. Shit. We're gonna be chilling with the homie Alex Noel for Missing Link, man. Definitely gonna be a lot of dope artists that you can even check out. Well, let me put it like this. Definitely a lot of dope artists that you'll be able to check out. So producers, make sure y'all tap in so y'all can, maybe shoot some beats out to some of these artists that are gonna be featured on the Missing Link next week, man. So yeah, man. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna let the folks holler at y'all. I'm gonna let the boys holler at y'all, man. H&M, appreciate you for coming through, man. Talk to the people.
Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure coming through. I think most of the people know, but it's H&M Beats on socials. And yeah, go check out the project. If you want to, toss us some dough, much appreciated. But like I said, just support, feedback. If we want to share it up, everything's helpful. Appreciate it. And yeah, most of all, I hope people enjoy it. And I also have another. I've actually been releasing a lot of stuff. So I got another thing out with this artist named C-Red, who's a really dope rapper. We just released a single. We have a full project on the way. Yeah, man, I got a lot of cool stuff in the works. So I'm just excited, working on some sound packs and stuff. Got some drum loops. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay active and, always happy to pull up to Smart Wave Radio to play some cuts.
For sure. B, holla at the folks, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in today, tonight. Yeah, man, we'll see you guys next week at our event / show. So we'll see you guys next week there. And y'all just stay safe out there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to Ass Wave Radio tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next intro song's gonna be ass.
Right.
Y'all make sure y'all be safe out there. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of heated conversations about the laws and stuff that people don't know. And you have to want to make sure you know the laws that are going on in your state or your city that you may be in. There's a lot of stuff going on that people may not know about, and they think that they can just react to it based off emotion, and you can't. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man. Y'all be safe. There's always something going on, but I tell myself and I always tell people to go out of your way to control what you can control, and everything else you really have to give it to whatever entity you believe in, whatever higher power you believe in, because to try to fix it or try to put yourself in the position of handling it, because as humans our thing is to want to handle it to completion, so it's not a worry anymore. But as we know, life doesn't work like that. Sometimes it's out of your control, sometimes it's not you know what I'm saying? So handle what you can handle, let everything else wait until tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And while you're handling, one of the things that you can definitely handle, man, is self-love, loving yourself. Happy people make sad people mad for whatever reason. So go around being happy. and make somebody else mad with how happy you are with yourself. Loving yourself, man. I can't say that enough. There's no validation outside of you. It's all inside, and that's where God is too. So if you need to find some sort of balance, you know what I'm saying, especially with everything that's happening in every city around here, man, because things are changing and it's not going to benefit us, as sad as it is. But things are changing, man. So you just like B said, man, make sure you got your head on the swivel, but also make sure you take some time to find some peace for yourself. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm gonna see y'all next week. The Cash App is the same as everything. Smart Boy Beats. The website's the same as everything. SmartBoyBeats.com. If y'all need mixes, y'all need recording time, studio time, whatever, holla at your boy. It's summertime for me. It's summertime and the niggas off work. So it's time to do some damage, man. Let's make some stuff come out. And do want to shout out my girl Lyric. That's spelled Lyrq. Once again, Lyrq. We just put out a song called "I Love You." Me and her team put that song out. It just came out last week, man. I was lucky to be able to produce on it. So shout out to Lyric, shout out to the homie Kyle, shout out to everybody that's been a part of that. Now make sure y'all go run the streams up on that. It's definitely one of those house cleaning beats, you know what I'm saying, you can just put on and vibe out too. So yeah, man, plenty of music out, everybody's working and I love it. But holla at your boy if you want to refine your sound. You feel me? And we'll see y'all next week. Smart Boy Beats, B Thomas, Asian M. Brain, we'll see you next week. And yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here on this Brain track. Appreciate y'all always supporting. And yeah.